And the reason they filed court proceedings was because this employee had used their company credit card for alleged personal expenses. Over a year, the unauthorized charges total $60,985. Persona 25th Anniversary Deluxe Vinyl Box Set described his fiancée as an investment. God, it must have been so awkward when this came up. Could you imagine? So this dude spent $40 on Minion merch on the company dime. Okay guys, so SuperMega is back on the menu. And I figured what I'd do is I'd go back and I'd have a little look at some of the stuff that I missed when I covered it the first time round. Because there was a lot going on. Some stuff passed me by, and then I never covered it as other stuff occurred. There's a couple of things we're going to have a look at today. And there's... Okay. I'll say that a bit later. But first of all, as a little precursor, okay, this is obviously many thanks to Kiwi Farms, whose thread about the SuperMega situation is very good and contains a lot of vital information. So, before this drama began, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but SuperMega actually filed court proceedings against a former employee. And the reason they filed court proceedings was because this employee had used their company credit card for alleged personal expenses. And I didn't even think to cover this or speak about this before, but I had a little look at it. And it's full of, dude, it's really funny. I thought it was really funny when I was reading through it. Or like I skimmed it basically. So let's have a little look and see. So, former employee getting taken to court for misappropriating funds using the company credit card. Let's have a little look and see what happened, shall we? Okay. Here we go. Here's the actual document. Thanks to Kiwi Farms, you've got it on there. Okay. So, plaintiff SuperMega Productions alleges as follows. This action is instituted by plaintiff SuperMega Productions to redress what amounts to theft by a former employee, defendant Jackson Tucker, whose name on social media is Jackson Tucker. So this is no doxing, nothing bad. This is public information anyway. But on top of that, this name is publicly known. No redacting required, and no Henry Resilient required either, okay? SuperMega entrusted Mr. Tucker with a company credit card to be used for legitimate company business expenses. Instead, over a period of 3 years, it's Jackson Tucker, that's the guy's name. Defendant Jackson Tucker misused that credit card by incurring tens of thousands of dollars of unquestionably personal expenses, which have now been paid by SuperMega. This bold breach of defendant Jackson Tucker's obligations to SuperMega should not be rewarded, and he must be required to fully compensate SuperMega for these unauthorized charges. No, it's not Leighton. It's not Leighton. Leighton was fired for being a bad employee too, but it was. I think Leighton knew about this, but I don't think he was involved or related to the expenditure. Expenditure. Plaintiff SuperMega. Okay, this is what they are. Jackson Tucker is from LA, obviously. Plaintiff is ignorant of the true names and capacities of the defendant sued herein. Oh. Plaintiff is ignorant of the true names and capacities of the defendant sued herein. They don't know his company. They don't know his government name. Okay. Anyway, just says, this is how we're going to refer to him. Plaintiff is informed and believes they're on defendant Tucker with the agent, servant, employee of each. Okay, just explains the role of each person, right? Background facts. The business of SuperMega is the production of work by a comedy duo consisting of members Ryan McGee and Matt Watson. They regularly post videos to the YouTube channel of the same name. They host a weekly podcast and create media such as comedic sketches, music videos, gaming-related content, and more. SuperMega as a brand is also marketed via apparel and merchandise. SuperMega also performs live comedy shows pre-COVID around the United States and Canada. Jackson Tucker was hired by SuperMega in or about May of 2019. The decision to hire Mr. Tucker was based largely on a long-time friendship with the owners of SuperMega. Mr. Tucker owed fiduciary duties to SuperMega to provide diligent and faithful service to SuperMega. Shortly after Mr. Tucker joined SuperMega, he was provided with an American Express card, the SuperMega Amex card, which he was told could be used for legitimate business expenses of SuperMega. So when did he join? May of 2019. So May of 2019 is when he joined. In or about January of 2022, a year and a half. Okay. SuperMega became concerned about what appeared to be excessive credit card charges on the SuperMega Amex card and conducted a review of those charges. How did it take that long? Josh Oshbegosh. Do you remember that? That was classic as well. And conducted a review of the charges. In the course of that review, SuperMega learned that Mr. Tucker had, without permission or consent of SuperMega, used the SuperMega Amex card for a wide variety of expenses that were not business related. SuperMega prepared a summary of unauthorized charges by Mr. Tucker, a copy of which is attached as Exhibit 1, the unauthorized charges, which we're obviously going to look over. Between January 10th, 2020 and February 1st, 2022, so over a year, the unauthorized charges totaled $60,985. What? That's like an individual's income's worth of expenditure. What the fuck, dude? You could live a pretty reasonable life over a year for that amount of money. $61,000. Jesus Christ, man. That's crazy. Those charges include food, delivery, clothing, and over $10,000 in alcohol purchases. Exactly. Examples of the unauthorized charges include 8.1. Nearly $400 spent on a trip between September 13th and 16th, 2021 to achieve a childhood dream of visiting koalas at the San Diego Zoo. See Exhibit 2 attached here too. More than $800 spent at Strong Water, a tiki bar in Anaheim. More than $40 spent on a trip to Universal Studios. More than $40 spent on Steely Dan sweatpants. What the fuck are Steely Dan sweatpants when they're at home exactly? What the fuck is that? This is probably my favorite one. More than $450 on a Persona 25th Anniversary Deluxe Vinyl Box Set described his fiancée as an investment. God, it must have been so awkward when this came up. Could you imagine? We've been looking over the company card and we can't help but notice a lot of confusing charges here. Can you explain what the business purpose was of the Persona 25th Anniversary Deluxe Vinyl Box Set? How awkward. How awkward would that have been? SuperMega has paid American Express for all of the unauthorized charges. Mr. Tucker's explanation. Here we go. On or about February 1st, 2020, SuperMega notified Mr. Tucker of its concerns that Mr. Tucker had made unauthorized use of the SuperMega Amex card. Mr. Tucker then exchanged text messages with SuperMega in which he provided the following explanations for the charges. A. Mr. Tucker stated that he believed that he had confused the SuperMega Amex card with a card that he had access to belonging to his father. That's obviously a complete and total lie, isn't it? Straight away. That's just absurd on the face of it. Oh, yeah, I thought it was my dad's card, actually. Okay. On February 4th, 2022, Mr. Tucker then added that all personal purchases on the SuperMega Amex card were a mistake and that he never knowingly used the SuperMega Amex card for personal expenses. Look, I got to be real with you, okay? When I've worked for corporate companies before, right? Could I say that every single penny that I cent in America, was for like legitimate, explainable business purposes? No, no, I couldn't argue that. Okay, there's no doubt about it that I've definitely done a bit of like I mean, does anyone genuinely think that all their business expenditure when they work for a corporate company is correct? Come on, man. He who has not bought a coffee out of your corporate company's expenses or whatever, cast the first stone. Okay, come on. Oh yeah, we're going for a meeting. We need to go to the coffee shop for an important meeting to get some coffee. Okay. Everyone's done it. Okay, everyone's done it. However, this is obviously excessive. Credit card fraud is human nature. All right. Okay. All I'm saying is we're all guilty of one thing or another. Okay. Yeah, normally companies account for the fact that people are gonna, as long as you're a decent employee and don't fuck around too much, I think companies generally are going to be like, not going to care that much. But yeah, it was after I left, but I used to work for a company that got bought by an American company, and yeah, they cracked down on all of it apparently. Like there used to be this system, the company I worked for, there was a system where you could book a hotel. Like I would have to go away with work, say, to like a different place, but they'd let you book your own hotel through this hotel booking system that they had, right? And for some reason, there was like no limit on what hotel you could book. You could book like a fucking £30 a night shithole or like a 90, £100 a night decent hotel. So obviously, I was like, yeah, fucking, yeah. A decent hotel every time. Yes, please. I'm not fucking paying. So yeah, I've definitely taken the piss a bit with it, but this is excessive. I mean, this is extreme. And I think that there's a difference as well between, stuff like that, which is obviously a bit shady or whatever, and having a company credit card and just explicitly using it for purchases that you can't even argue are in the purpose of conducting business, right? Like a trip to the zoo. Like, dude, what are you doing? This is insane. On February 4th, 2022, Mr. Tucker met with SuperMega's principals, Matthew Watson and Ryan McGee, to discuss the unauthorized charges. During that meeting, Mr. Tucker was provided a list of unauthorized charges and given an opportunity to explain the charges and present materials demonstrating the business purposes of the charges. During the meeting, Mr. Tucker reiterated his explanation that he had confused the SuperMega Amex card with a card that he had access to belonging to his father, as well as the statement that he never knowingly used the Super Amex card for personal expenses. At the conclusion of the meeting, SuperMega severed its relationship with Mr. Tucker. Okay. And this is just the cause of action, which just obviously goes over what they're claiming. Embezzlement. Jesus Christ. For damages for breach of fiduciary duty, for damages for fucking hell. I guess it would be classified as embezzlement, wouldn't it? For damages for common count money, okay. And then obviously sign there. So damages in an amount not presently ascertained, but in any event not less than $60,985.30. Okay. Anyway, now we get to the expenditure. DoorDash, Dash Pass. Oh, I'm assuming that's where you pay and you get cheaper fees, right? $10 recurring payment. $220 at Target. Kumquat, $30. Slip Snack, $13. We don't need to go through all of these. But you got like DoorDash. Fuck it, dude. Oh, dude. Look at all of this. This is insane. Look at this, man. Look at all of these. Bro, this is all in January. $7,300 in January. Food, coffee, shopping, groceries, coffee, food, groceries. Dude, look at this. $12 in Fortnite, dude. What the fuck, man? Travel with United Airlines. Okay, so December was surprisingly quite quiet. $1,400. PayPal to PayPal to Jackson A. Tucker. He sent cash to his PayPal from a credit card. Isn't there like extra charges for that as well? Would that not be considered like a cash transaction and therefore incur extra charges? Fucking hell, dude. That's crazy. That's like straight up fraud. So Target. Fancy free liquor, alcohol, weekend. Fucking hell, man. Any other funny ones here? Gas, food, parking. Yeah, Grubhub at the weekend. Obviously off the clock. Can't possibly justify that. Apple Pay. Yeah, I mean, it's got quite a thing, hasn't it? PlayStation. Oh, he was living the life of Riley, wasn't he? On the old company credit card. PlayStation, Fortnite, eating out, coffee, alcohol, groceries on Instacart at the weekend. But here's the problem from where I'm sitting, right? Why didn't SuperMega pick this up earlier? It's so obvious that they're not like super hardcore business people. They're just like to lark about and fuck around and stuff. So they had no idea. They had no clue that this was going on. When the most kind of summary inspection of this record would demonstrate that they're just totally taking the piss. Dude, look at this. Weekend. Groceries. DoorDash food. $200 at Kinokuniya. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, look. Another $12 to Fortnite. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, of course. It's undeniable, isn't it? This is like 100%. They're correct. This is like fraud. Dude, wait, it's an anime place. What? This dude was buying anime on the company credit card. There's no way. Dude. Fucking hell, man. That's mental. I just wish that I could have been a fly on the wall when this confrontation took place, because this is the kind of thing that would invoke crippling, like that like imagine the guy, that feeling in the pit of your stomach, recognizing that you've been caught out, you know? That feeling of like, oh, like you know you fucked up, you know you made a mistake and you've been caught and there's nothing you can do about it, you know? And just imagine the conversation. Him desperately trying to explain his excuse. Oh, no, I thought it was my dad's credit card, actually, when obviously there's no way that you could have got these two confused. So PlayStation Network at the weekend. Yeah, just kind of very standard stuff here. Bevmo, fancy free liquor. DoorDash. God, this guy was fucking living the life of Riley with the DoorDashes. Jesus. Give DK an Amex. The credit limit will probably be $100. I don't know if I could get a business card. The ChudLogic Amex. Never leave home without it. Anyway, it looks like it's just kind of very... There's a recurring theme here. Video games, alcohol, coffee, groceries. That seems to be the takeaway. Well, the thing is, some of this maybe could be justified, but then it's like the weekend stuff more than likely couldn't, because I'm assuming he worked Monday to Friday. But then also, if you're ordering takeout for the office, surely they would know about it and it would be authorized in some fashion, you know? Okay, so we got all the stuff here. Oh, he's into the sushi. Hello. Dude, it just goes on and on and on. Look at it. It's endless. Fucking hell, man. And it took that long for them to notice, too. So SuperMega hires Tards and... Well, Lex Updog was never hired. And you can see here early on, it looks like... Okay, there's some funny pictures we're going to look at. But early on, it looks like he started off quite small. Yeah, he ramped it up, didn't he? So he started off like, oh, I'll use a credit card for this. Oh, okay. Do a few more. Oh, they've not noticed. All right. So 700, 700, 600, 1200. Still haven't noticed. Reduce it a bit, maybe feeling a bit guilty. 400, 300, 600. And then, after months of getting away with it, he goes, fuck it, 3,000. Boom. 2,000. Just under 2,000. 2,300, 2,100. Maybe feels a bit guilty here, so drops it down. But then back up. 1,600. $5,000. 3,500. 3,200. 2,500. 1,800. 4,200. 3,800. 6,900. But here's the thing, though, because we looked at that thing yesterday. What is the thing? What is the thing about a company being like having to limit their risk or something? Yeah, 7,000 there. See, that was probably the straw that broke the camel's back. Like he pushed it too far, and it went to 7,300. Oh, this is the guy that got fired from SuperMega for spending money on the company credit card. And yeah, I've never spoke about it before because I didn't know it was so funny. Anyway, these images are really good. So if we scroll down further, okay, you can see here. So Jackson A. Tucker achieved my childhood dream last week and finally met the koalas of the San Diego Zoo and own one of those dumb explorer hats, not to mention the countless monkeys I got to watch, munch, and play. I've never been more convinced Tarzan did something right, though. Someday I'll have that life. And then this is a message from Jackson, I guess. Yeah, I would love that. Earlier this week is our anniversary, so I wanted to check with you guys about me having some days off to go to the San Diego Zoo. Oh my god! So he even got time off to go as well. And then you can see here the transactions. CVS San Diego, $200. Jesus, man. So he spent like what, 300 and like nearly wow, 350, $60 on the trip. Did he think they didn't have a log of the transactions? Well, I'll tell you what happened is he did it a little bit and didn't get caught. And then he realized, and then he just thought he could keep going and maybe never get caught because they never checked the finances. So in some ways, it is kind of SuperMega's fault that it went on for as long as it did because they didn't fucking check that he was the spending. Oh my god. Continuing Koran Tiki with a new mug. Sucking the monkey from strong water and Anaheim, whose cocktails to go have been a godsend. Oh my god. And yeah, look, $112. He was flaunting it too. He was flaunting it as well. Wait a second. This is probably my favorite part. So this dude spent $40 on Minion merch on the company dime. Happy birthday, Redacted. You're one in a Minion. $40. Universal Studio merchandise. Don't worry, babe. Hey, do you want me to get this Minion merch? Don't worry, babe. I've got the company Amex, and they'll never know. Charge it to that, please, good sir. Oh, man. Secured the Steely Dan sweatpants. $45. Steely your Dan. And then finally, this is the final exhibit. Babe, I know we just got engaged, but the $500 Persona vinyl box set is an investment. And there it is. $457 to I Am 8-Bit. Persona 25th Anniversary Dulux vinyl box set. Oh, man. That's rough. That is rough. DK monthly Chud card expenses. $20 Google storage subscription. $2,000 of candles. Guys, why is my business failing? Look, this guy is a complete fraud. There's no two ways about it, right? I just feel like, yeah, SuperMega should have known. Like, it's... Well, wait a second. What was this guy's role at the company? What was his name again? What was the dude's name? Jackson Tucker. Is that it? Yeah, like was he the accountant? Because if so, you made a gross error of judgment there. Is he still on Instagram or is he completely ashamed? Oh, he's not posted much recently, that's for sure. Last post 106 weeks ago. Ooh. Uh-oh. Nah, I don't know what role he had at SuperMega. But yeah, I mean, I doubt he's going to work in the industry anytime soon. Anyway, that was just a little intro to what we're going to look at today, because I never covered this before. And it was quite funny, I thought. So yeah, there we go. There is the SuperMega credit card drama that preceded everything else. Well, the thing is, why? This is just a demonstration as well, isn't it? Of like, why would you give someone a credit card like this? Like, clearly it was a mistake. But it's obvious that SuperMega aren't super hardcore business people. They just like larking about. They just like fucking around. And, you know, this is what happens when you have that approach to your business. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, at least he was keeping the local economy afloat. You know, seems like he was injecting quite a lot of money into the local economy. It says he described the Persona box set as an investment to his wife, but that was just a joke tweet. Look, I've got to be honest with you. I think that's the least of this guy's worries, okay? He's on the hook for 60K, for God's sake.